back into KCBD Sports Extra. I'm now joined with the Idalou Wildcats, who are this week's End Zone Team of the Week, outright district champions for the third consecutive year after defeating Muleshoe Friday night. Up next, we'll hear from head coach Clay White and a couple of those Wildcats. Coach, first starting off with the year, y'all went 0-2, but then quickly turned around, winners of 7 of y'all's last 8 games, district champs 3 years in a row. Just talk to me about the culture in Idalou and how a district champ is the standard.
Yes, we want to protect the standard. We call it the Wildcat way. So we knew with our non-district schedule that it would be difficult, and we were 0-2, and we never had doubts with this group. We knew with our non-district schedule and with the players we had, we were going to be in a good shape as long as we continued moving forward. So our philosophy is any means possible, and we're trying to get 1% better each day.
And then throughout district play, that defense only allowed 48 points, including holding 2 teams to only 1 score. How has this Wildcat defense just really continued to excel and grow throughout district play?
Well, just one play at a time, and we have fantastic players. I mean, that's really what it is, and it takes a village. It takes an offensive group that takes care of the ball. It takes special teams that focuses on special teams or focuses on field position, and then a defense that's willing to make tough plays, so that's what we did.
And then you kind of mentioned my next one, offense and special teams, but against Muleshoe, special teams put y'all's offense in great field position. Speak on them, and then the offense going, capitalizing, finding the end zone.
Yeah, our philosophy is to attack in all 3 phases, so special teams has been doing that all year long. So another fantastic 2 punt returns, actually. So Cooper Wilson was the benefactor, but there was a lot of good things that happened, some big blocks along the way, and just good defense to pin them deep. So we're very excited about that phase of it, and then all 3 phases as well.
And then looking ahead at the bi-district matchup against Dimmitt, I know you mentioned to Pete earlier when y'all had the pigskin previews, you want this team playing in December. What does this team look like for y'all as y'all adjust from districts over and y'all are headed into the playoffs?
Well, we got a tough matchup. Coach Arias does a fantastic job, so we'll have our hands full. This is the most important game of the year, but we think we have the makeup for it. We have some special players. We've got all 3 phases. We've got good skill players, good up front. So we like our chances. We just got to show up and get it done and try to get 1% better each week.
Perfect. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Up next, we'll hear from a couple of those Wildcats. Kamdon, End Zone Team of the Week, district champs 3 years in a row, headed into the playoffs undefeated in district play. Similar to what I asked Coach, just talk to me about the culture that has been built here in Idalou.
Well, I mean, it's kind of just always been the same way since we've been little, growing all the way up to be seniors since we were their age. It's been the same thing. You just chase after that standard that Coach White sets and all the coaches set, that the people of Idalou set for each other. You just want to be the best version of yourself that you can be.
And then Coach talked about it at the beginning of the year with Pete's Pigskin previews that a lot of this group has been playing together either 4 years or even into junior high. So just looking at these guys behind me as y'all head into the playoffs, what does this group mean to you?
I mean, they're family. I've grown up with all of them. My brother's here. I mean, it's just family.
And then defeated Muleshoe 64-14 defense. They had a second half shutout, which that obviously allows the offense to just go out there and run away with it. How much confidence does that give you as a quarterback to go out there and just get it done when you know defense can go out there and is ready to make a stop?
A lot of confidence. We go out there and great field position. I have confidence in our offense coordinator, defensive coordinator, and just all the coaches out there, and then just confidence in the D-line up front and the secondary guys in the back end. Just I know that when we get the ball, we're going to do great things with it.
And then last question for you. Up next, y'all are headed into the bi-district of the playoffs against Dimmitt. What's the mindset with this Wildcat group as y'all head into that first round of the playoffs?
Like Coach White said, it'll just be 1% better, and we're just going to chase after this week because it's the most important week. It's the one we can control and take it 4 days at a time and then play them on Thursday the best we can do.
AJ, End Zone Team of the Week, as well as the team putting up a season-high 64 points. You've been finding the end zone a ton the past few weeks. Just talk to me about what has been clicking with this Wildcat offense.
You know, it starts with the guys up front. If they do their job, I'm able to do mine easier than they can. It's just we all click, and everyone does their job, I'll do my job.
And then highlighting that defense, y'all can't have that much success on offense without a defense that puts y'all up, puts a second half shutout. Just talk to me about what's that message been with the defense every time they take the field.
You know, we always harp on everyone doing their 1/11th. If everyone does their job, then we can, get stops we need and keep the offense in a good field position.
And then, like they mentioned earlier, 1% each week. I'm sure for y'all, it's also each week going a 1-0 mentality, especially now headed into the playoffs. But district champs 3 years in a row. How long do y'all celebrate this and then get ready for the playoffs?
Coach White always says we get 12 hours to celebrate each win, and then we move on to the next one. Can't harp on a win too long or get complacent.
The Idalou Wildcats are this week's End Zone Team of the Week, district champions for the 3rd straight year. Up next, taking on Dimmitt in the by-district round of the playoffs. Stick around, I'll have more KCPD Sports Extra when we come back.